Hello guys, welcome back to Spaceflight Simulator. Today we are heading to one of the moons of Mars, either Phobos or Deimos. So that is what I'm planning on doing this time around. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to make it a smaller rocket this time. That way, you know it can be done if you didn't actually purchase any extensions or what have you. So, hopefully this is gonna, work. It's been a while since I've actually used the smaller parts, but I'm under the impression that it will. So, yes, I'm fairly excited about that. Nope. Alright, good. Now... Alright, so... Now, let's go to, basics again. Oh, wait. This is still a bigger sized rocket, but never mind. I'm just here to show you that this can be done. Alright, so, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a design similar to last time. And I might make this manned. Now, let's go to, Wait, this should be, yep, it's under basics. So, yes, I do believe that this will fly and get me to where I need to go. So, let's start staging this. Alright, and then, also, the RCS is to actually ground myself onto the surface of, Phobos, or Deimos, or what have you. And now I'm going to, eject my capsule, and I'm going to deploy the parachute and drop the heat shield. So now let's launch this and see if it'll work. Hopefully it will. I have faith that it will, but then again, you never know. This could be a complete failure, and I'm a horrible person for even launching this up. But anyway, let's go. So yeah, I'm thinking a good substitute for this initial big, large fuel tank would be just two of the basic fuel tanks if you don't actually have the expansions. Now let us navigate to Mars. Time warp to the transfer window. And of course, this is going to be a light mission, so I don't think I'm going to be needing too much fuel anyway. Or, rocket power, as it were. Alright, so I probably got another, a couple thousand meters a second within the tank still, I think. So I probably will be able to make it there and back again. Hopefully, I don't strand this guy in space, because that would be awful. Uh-oh. Hopefully my transfer window doesn't shift. Come on now. Just another 200 meters a second. And I should be good to go. And hopefully I won't run into the moon or, get into the moon's sphere of influence as I travel. And it's looking pretty good. Fuel is less nominal than I'd like it to be. Now, what I'm thinking is to capture it into high Mars orbit rather than lower Mars orbit, simply due to the amount of fuel that I actually have in here. And I don't want to strand this guy out in space. So I'm thinking high Mars orbit will take up less fuel, which means I will be landing on Deimos. Alright, so now, time warp there. Now, if all else fails, I'm going to abort the mission, and yeah, if all else fails, I'll just abort the mission. and start heading back to Earth immediately. Alright, I'm in high Mars orbit, and I am descending. High Mars orbit descending. High Mars. And now time warp to there. And I'm going to just go a little higher and navigate to Deimos. Alright, minus 13 meters a second. I can go 13 meters a second slower. Alright. This mission is looking pretty stable as of now. Now focus on Deimos. My systems are looking peachy and pitch perfect. Now I'm going to time warp to the encounter window. And hopefully I'm not going very fast relative to Deimos, which it looks like I'm not. So this looks like it's going to be a decent mission. So let's burn retrograde and decelerate. Oh no. Now, alright, I did it. Now my RCS is on. So now... Alright, cool. So that looks like it's going to crash into the surface of Deimos. I can't speak correctly today. I can't speak very well today for some reason. So now I'm just going to slowly head in a downward motion and accelerate time, because this is going to take a little bit of time. And from the looks of it, I am approaching. So now I'm going to want to decelerate a little. And hopefully, if all goes well, I can land and root myself. So I am rooted on the surface of Deimos, whichever way sounds more correct. And I have successfully landed on the surface of one of Mars' moons. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to head back to Earth. So I'm going to turn on my engines, which they are already on if I am doing this correctly. And my RCS needs to be off now. Now it's time to just head back to Earth. Now let's accelerate time so this goes a bit faster. Alright, so into my navigation to Deimos, because I'm done with Deimos. And now I'm just going to wait in orbit around Mars for maybe about like a year or so. And I will return to Earth once my window has opened up. So that should be fairly easy to get back to Earth. Now my window's about to open up. Now I'm going to time warp to my transfer window. As you can see, years are passing. And now, once I rotate, I'm going to turn off my landing legs. And I'm going to time warp to my transfer window. Now, of course, I'm going to want to steadily head back to Earth. Alright, now I'm headed back to Earth. Now hopefully this won't be too big of a deal to return to Earth. Because after all, it's a very, very dangerous mission to do with... Basically, any space mission is dangerous. And there is actually no way to 100% guarantee your safety, especially with experimental rockets like this. But what I am going to do is I'm going to slowly get closer to as close to Earth as I possibly can. I'm going to accelerate relative to Mars, and then once I head back to Earth, I'm going to decelerate relative to the Earth's surface. That way I can head back to Earth relatively quickly and easily and fairly inefficiently. Now I have officially been captured into the sphere of influence of the Earth. I'm just not technically in an orbit yet, simply due to the fact that it has to be around a certain distance to actually be considered an orbit. And if it goes in and out of high Earth and low Earth orbit, that's just basically a comet, and it's not technically an orbit. So yeah, pretty nifty stuff, huh? So now I am decelerating, and here pretty soon I will be ejecting my capsule, my manned capsule, and I will be landing on the surface of the Earth relatively soon and quickly. So now that I am on my path back to the Earth's surface, I'm going to eject my my module, my capsule, my whatever, and I'm going to wait and fall into the Earth's atmosphere, and I'm just going to let myself be slowed down by the atmosphere of the Earth. And by the way, if I didn't have this heat shield right here that kept me safe, this is what would happen to me. My old rocket that I just, that you just witnessed blow up. Yeah, if I didn't have this heat shield right there at the bottom of my capsule, that would have been me. Now I'm at a stable velocity. I can, I'm at a stable point where I'm not on fire anymore, and I'm slow enough to actually deploy my parachute. So, yes, once I reach 2,500 meters above the surface, I'm going to deploy my parachute. And then when I reach around less than 500 meters relative to the Earth's surface, I'm going to fully deploy my parachute and drop my heat shield. And I will have had a successful mission to Diemos. So now I just gotta wait for my height to descend to a point where I can fully deploy my parachute and drop my heat shield. Because, to be honest, my heat shield only weighs me down. Plus, I'm pretty sure in real life the reason they drop their heat shield is because A, it's too heavy, and B, they probably have some sort of system underneath it so that they can float on water. Because most of the Earth is water, and all that space debris has to land somewhere whenever you're staging a rocket, and all that lands in the ocean. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I will recover my rocket, and I will see you the next time. Take care, and bye-bye.